Should we say that we got any microphones?
No, everybody's going to know because they'll be like, oh, I can't hear these guys.
Right. Welcome everybody to Above the Noise. It is the end of August. We're excited to see you. Hope you've had a great summer this far. We're getting ready for kids to go back to school.
My kids are
your
back.
Kids are in school.
I know.
So
Here we go.
it is go time. Hopefully all you parents out there will get a little rest midweek coming up here, and hopefully everyone transitions back to school well. Let's start. If you have been not living under a rock, then you've probably been hearing about all of the NAR settlements that have been taking place throughout the summer. Some of those new rules just went into effect nationally for all members of the National Association of Realtors, which is pretty much everyone that's a real estate agent, at least in our community. And so one of the big things that is on everyone's mind is, if I'm a buyer, do I now have to pay for my real estate agent's fees? Sam, what do we know about that?
Short answer is no, not necessarily. And that's not really happening. By and large, most sellers are still going to offer to pay the buyer's agent so that a buyer can come to a transaction and have proper representation. Now, that's not across the board. There will be situations when a seller is maybe unwilling to offer, or maybe not offering what the full fee should be within the contract between the buyer and the buyer's agent. And in that case, there's remedies for that, and there's always negotiation to be done. And so that's what we do best, is figure out what's the path forward, what's best for our clients, and how do we get this deal done, and not get you as a buyer stuck with paying all of our commissions. So that's really the hope and the drive here. There are options forward, and don't feel like you're going to get stuck with it.
Yeah. One big change that you might not be used to that is a mandate nationally is that if you're going to be working with a real estate agent and you're a buyer, you are going to be required to enter into a contract with your real estate agent. It's called a buyer representation agreement. And in that agreement, it is going to specify how much money your real estate agent is to be paid, either based on a percentage of the purchase price or a flat fee. And so that's something that you might not be used to. Obviously, you always sign a listing contract with a real estate agent when you're selling your house, but it hasn't been required in the past. It is a new requirement. We're all navigating it. I know it sounds like a big commitment, but thus far, to reiterate what Sam said, so far since this has gone into effect on the 7th of this month locally, we have seen about 90% of the homes available on the market are continuing to offer compensation to a buyer's agent. There are some scenarios where the seller and the buyer are both contributing towards that cost, but thus far we haven't seen a huge departure from what you all might be used to in the past. Now, Sam, what's going on with interest rates?
Interest rates, that's been another big topic right now because, again, if you've been paying attention, there have been mortgage interest rates deductions over here the past 2 to 3 weeks. So depending on your situation, depending on the lender, don't quote me on this, but you're going to be about 6.5% to maybe 7% on any given situation. If you've purchased a home in the last couple of years, you might be getting to the point where it might make sense to start talking about a refi. So definitely touch base with us or touch base with your favorite lender, and we can help get you started in that process there. For others that are maybe on the fence about buying, this may also be pushing you off the fence to start buying because things just got a little bit more affordable in terms of your monthly payment. And so just wanted to make you aware of that. There's a lot of chatter about rates right now, especially as the Fed is talking about lowering their interest rate come September 18th. Keep an eye on that, but we don't think that's going to have drastic implications immediately off the bat for mortgage interest rates. We think the mortgage interest rates have already responded to what they know is coming in the future with the Fed interest rate getting cut. So just a little tidbit there. Keep that in your cap and let us know if we can help you find the right lender there.
Yeah, absolutely. One last thing I would say is just in a combination with the possibility of the rates coming down, maybe some optimism in the market that might come from that. There's also such high levels of inventory that I think if you're a buyer, there could be really good opportunity out there. We're seeing a lot more negotiating power on the buyer side right now, which is encouraging for buyers. So let us know if you have further questions, if you've been considering purchasing. We're out here to keep you guys up to speed on what's taking place in the market. We hope you guys have a great next month, and we'll be here to support you.
Take care.
You.